She's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out, 'cause she's a brick house. She's rocking it 1 pound at a time, rocking it 1 pound at a time, a brick house. Hashtag 1 pound at a time. Hello everyone, it is your girl, Boss Lady Lexi. How is everyone doing today? Happy Vlogmas Day number 9. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we are on day number 9, you all. Day number 9. How is everyone doing today? Welcome back, my little bosses. Welcome to the newcomers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whew, happy Monday. Yes, happy Monday to everyone. Well, you all, today's vlog is going to be about just some stuff that I've seen on, these YouTube streets and avenues and roads and crossroads and, things like that. And what I want to talk about is cyberbullying, defaming people's character, body shaming. And the body shaming, you all know, is a big one for me because, I'm a big girl. I'm on this weight loss journey and I'm trying to get, things right within myself, getting myself healthy, having to deal with all of the health issues that have just arose in my body. And I just want y'all to know it's not easy, okay? It is not easy. And to body shame somebody, let's just think, okay, we got to think hypothetically here, because everybody ain't in their right mind, or everybody's mind isn't as strong as another person. And I'm just going to use myself as an example. If someone was to mimic me and all of that kind of stuff, I would be hurt. I really would be hurt that, someone would do this. And, they may look at it as a joke. And it makes me go back to when I was in high school, how, well, I'm not even just going to say high school period. In this lifestyle that we're living today, when I go out, you got kids looking like, ew, and why, and you get those faces and those stirs and things like that. And I know my self-esteem, when it comes to that, it just isn't as high, and it just brings me down. And when I say bring me down, I mean like, my self-esteem, I just gotta like hold my head down and and go into that quiet place and just be like this. That's me. That's how I would handle the situation, or it might even bring out that Taurus in me, because I'm a Taurus. And when I get to like that certain point in life, I'm just like, bam, it's no limits. It's no limits, and I'm going to say whatever it is that I have to say, and I may cuss you out from head to toe, and I probably will cuss you out in words you probably ain't never ever heard of, that type of thing. But I try not to bring that person out, because That's not a good person. And she hasn't been out in a long time. So thank God, that the person did not retaliate, and carry on and, drag drama, more drama on the streets. They were the bigger person. And we've got to think before we speak, and we've got to think before we act, because that type of behavior, is not great. And then maybe way down the line, maybe a month from now or 2 weeks from now, you may apologize to that person, and that person may accept your apology. However, they're not going to forget your actions, and they may, well, I know I would never want to be friends with anybody like that, or, be social around anybody like that. And I also want to talk about, bullying. It still goes down to, it's so many kids out here, y'all. So many kids out here today that are in the grave. They are in the grave, and their parents had to bury them. Not only bury them, but their parents came home and found them, hung in bathtubs full of water, cutting themselves, knives inside of them, all kinds of things, because of bullying. It ain't cool. It ain't nice. I don't condone it at all. Even if it was a part of me, that wasn't bullied in high school or anything like that, I have morals, and my morals wouldn't even allow me to even do it, and I feel as though it was just wrong, period. It was just wrong. And, it is a such thing as the telephone, Instagram Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Skype, Twitter, Periscope. It is so many ways you can connect with somebody to air out your dirty laundry, or try to come to this right here. It's all said and done. Okay, you made a mistake. I didn't know, blah, 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 blah. But to sit there and ridicule somebody, who are you to judge anybody? Because the Bible clearly says, judge ye not that ye may be judged. We can't judge anybody. I feel like if somebody did me wrong, a situation did arise, and, me and the person, we talked about it, and we cool till this day. Because, it was a misunderstanding. And misunderstandings happen. Misunderstandings happen with family, friends, people that you meet on your street, associates, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, your significant other, And you know what? They some of them talk about it. The mature talk about it. So I don't know what's going to become of it. I just hope that it stops, that it stops here, because it's not right. It's not right at all. And we as people, we as a nation, we as small YouTubers, we have to connect with each other, and we want to promote other people's channels so that visitors can go and be like, oh, I kind of like that person over there. And, so-and-so sent me. But, how's it going to look if you send somebody to somebody's channel and they see that channel is messy? They're going to try to figure out, well, what kind of person is this that would send me over there? That kind of stuff. So we have to be so mindful and so careful about the things we do, because that was just not right. And it hurt my feelings a whole lot, because at one point in time, I really, 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 really had to cut my ties. And I cut my ties with a lot of people, a whole bunch of people. And to this day, December the 9th. Y'all gonna hear that noise. My landlord did something to that bathroom toilet, and it just makes that noise. It just goes off on its own. So I do apologize. It hurts me to this day that, you know, I had to let people, places, and things go. You know, I had to let them go. And it hurts because, you know, at least, you know, even though those people, places, and things weren't there for you in the long run and in the long haul, and then you don't have nobody, well, thank God for Jesus, because I can always talk to him. I can always talk to him. And I feel in my heart, you know, that God is opening up a door and opening up doors and elevators and steps and everything, you know, for me to just learn, meet new people, people that are in my corner, people that are here to invest in me and think about me and help me rather than tear me down and pull me apart. Another thing I want to talk about is I don't follow them because I never even heard of them. But I was watching Tosh Time, and she was talking about it's a challenge about eating 4, and that challenge was created, I believe, by Zaddy Chunk Chunk, Beloved Son, where you eat 4 Whoppers. Well, y'all already know. Your girl, that is a no-no for me, honey. I can't even think about eating 4 Whoppers, okay? Look, I was even like saying, maybe if I just took 1 Whopper and cut it in 4 corners and then stuck it on a skewer and say, hey, here go my 4 Whoppers. But anyway, you know, she switched up the game as to pay it forward. And it came from Scent and Mo, if I'm not mistaken. And what the pay it forward is I always like to pay it forward. Always, always, always. And I love to just, I could give my last. And this is the honest to God truth. I could give my last, like a piece of something. I got it, y'all. I knew it was something somewhere. I could give my last. And my heart would feel glad that I gave my last. I wouldn't even look at it as, dang, I gave him my last. No, because I gave my last because I felt like that was what was needed at that time, you know, for whatever family or whatever situation, you know, that is out there. So to pay it forward, I love it. I do it all the time. When I'm out and I go get me a hot tea or something from McDonald's, I always pay for the person who's behind me, you know, and I tell the cashier that I want to pay for them. And, you know, and the person says thank you, you know, because I got to sit there and make my tea because I can't drive and make the tea. I got to pull up and, you know, make my tea, blah, blah, blah. And we're in the holiday season, and it's a lot of families out here who don't have. And I've given this story before how I did not have one year, and I felt so bad. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad. But anywho, I know Prissy P and Rayshawn, the PR gang, they are sponsoring some families, and you have to write in something, you know, as to why you're in need of whatever your situation is. And, you know, I know God has been dealing with me and laying things on my heart, you know, and I'm just like, I want to join in on this pay it forward. And I started last night. Alexis needed some stuff to take to school, and I just emptied out the cabinet. You know, I was like, it's people that need this more than we do. I said, look at us, we chunky. you know. So, I told her, take this, take that. I wanted to make sure that they could make meals out of whatever it was that I sent. And it wound up being 2 bags or something. So that's my first pay it forward. And I'm not quite sure how the second pay it forward is going to come out. But what I was thinking, I don't think it's fair, because y'all know I love my little color game. I don't think it's fair that I use the color game in this situation of how I'm going to pay it forward, because I really want to pay it forward to a family, with small kids, because small kids, they do know about Santa Claus, and it just could be that single mother, because see, I'm a single mother myself, and I was laying in my bed, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is Alexa's senior year, and she just keeps bringing bills and bills and bills and bills, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and it just made me think, when I was in high school, I didn't take senior portraits or anything like that, because I knew that my foster family was not going to pay for it. So I didn't know that it was free, so I didn't do it, because I thought you had to pay for it. And back then, I don't even know if it was free or not, but I was not in the yearbook, in the cap and gown section, because I just didn't know, and when you don't know, you don't know. And Alexis is taking her senior portraits and all of that stuff. And I'm like, now she's come with this, that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, girl. I was like, but I can't, not let this child have her time, because I didn't have my time. So, and it also makes me wonder about, Christmas, for parents who don't have, or, they just don't have it, especially single mothers. So this is going to be for the single mothers and the single fathers who are taking care of small children, because everybody deserves to open up something. I'm sorry. That's just me. I know Jesus is the reason for the season, and my family, we go to church. We go see our Christmas musical every single year. There's not a year that we have not gone. I know all about Jesus land in Bethlehem and being born, and I know about all of that, and it's a lot of kids that don't know about all of that. So, I really want to do that this year, so just stay tuned, and I will have all of the details as to how the single mother or father can be blessed to, really get things for their children, even if it's just 1 or 2 toys and some outfits, just stay tuned. So with that being said, my thing that I want to close out with is love. Love is a beautiful thing. When you have experienced what love is, and I know that a lot of you all have experienced what love is. So let's not look at the bad in people, but let's share love all around. We only have, but is it 22 more days in this year, if I'm not mistaken? Let's make those 22 days count. And let's love on each other. Let's hug each other. And if you have aught against your brother, go to your brother in love and resolve your problem and move on to walking into 2020. Hopefully you'll be on your knees, if you can get on your knees, and thanking God for bringing you into 2020. But let's bring 2020 in peace, love, and harmony. And I would like to thank you all so much for listening. And if you like what you hear and what you see. You can hit that red button. You can hit that bell to be notified. And you can also share this video, because it's so many people out there that really don't know. And I'm still learning. Trust me, I am still learning a lot of things. But what I do know is love is a beautiful thing. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, my little bosses.